my name is Alexandra Hoya. I'm from EC31 of De La Salle University, Dasmariñas, and this is my summative assessment 1 for my Digital Electronics 2 subject. So, hello again. So, this for our Digital Electronics 2 laboratory, this is our midterm. This is summative 1 assessment. So here we are asked to think of an application of digital input and digital output for the PIC microcontroller utilizing the MCC in MPLAB X IDE. Submit the flowchart and source code of MPLAB project in the provided SB Dropbox. So for the flowchart, this is how I made the flowchart. I used the Logarithm app. Here you can see that the first is to declare the integer switch. Well, the switch is 0, and when we input the value per switch, when switch is 1, we can see that these are the true statements. As you can observe, this is RA0, or the first bit, and until RA 4, 5, 6, 7 until RA7. So as you can observe here, it has a delay of 100 millisecond each, and here bumalik siya from 7 until 2 RA0 again, and all again has 100 millisecond each. And kapag naman false, or if walang 1 sa input, output will be 250 second delay on RA0 and RB7. Later, makikita nyo yung itsura kapag nagsama yung dalawang yan na magkasama silang unang iilaw, and then combination here is RA1 RB6, here is RA2 RB5, RA3 RB4 pair, and here umulit-ulit yung RA3 and RB4. Yan, kasi parang sa pattern, babalik siya. And here, descending order, RA2, RB5, and until yung sa pinakauna, RA0 and RB7. Pareho siya. So, descending order. And yung end naman, kapag walang current na nagfo-flow, or kapag walang 0 or 1 sa switch, or walang switch, yung condition niya is magiging end. Kaya, dito siya. End. Walang ilaw. So, next. So, as you can see here, I have already made the code. Kapag 1 siya, ayan, tulad kanina sa logarithm, and kapag 0, ito, yung by pair siya and descending order. Ito naman, descending order din to, pero by ones lang yung LEDs. So, para magawa yan, ganito ko siya ginawa. So, I click this file and then new project. Create mo muna yung project mo. So, next. And then, lagay mo dito yung IC. PIC 16F18875. Yun yung IC na gagamitin natin. Yan yung po-program natin. Next is your project name. So, nilagay ko lang summative final. And I clicked finish. And then, close ko lang to. Yan. Ito yung gagamitin natin. Summative final. And then, when you have that, what you do is click on Tools, Embedded, and MPLAB. Code Configurator. Kasi that will allow us to generate the application for our configuration. So, yan. Yung internal oscillator, set nyo ng high frequency oscillator. Internal clock is 4 MHz. And clock divider dapat is 4. After that, pin module tayo. Click nyo dito. And then, click nyo tong pin manager. And here, ito yung importante kasi magdedepende dito kung ano yung microchip na gagamitin nyo. So, syempre, hindi yan. Kasi yung microchip na gagamitin natin is ito. Yan, palitan nyo yan. Click nyo yan. Yan yung microchip na gagamitin natin. And then, dito, yung important na part, i-click nyo yung output. So, here we're going to select port A0, A1, A2, A3. And then sa port B, we're going to select port B4, B5, or B7. And dito sa C, ito yung gagamitin natin sa no, sa D pala, sorry, dito. Sa RD1. Kasi dito yung sa switch natin. Kaya dapat papalitan natin ito. Yan yung RD1. Dito RD1. Papalitan natin yan ng custom name na switch. Kasi importante yan sa coding natin. So, pag pinalitan natin yan, kailangan itong WPU naka-check. Tapos yung sa mga output, i-off natin yung analog. Tapos, papalitan natin to ng LED para pag nasa code natin siya, mag-apply siya dun sa, pag nasa program na siya, mag-apply siya dun sa code na ginawa ko kanina na nakita natin na LED underscore RAO or whatsoever yung naka-code sa akin. So, para mag-match siya, importante yan na ganyan yung code. And then, what you do is you click project. Check mo yan. Source files. Dito muna pala tayo. So, okay na itong ping module. Click mo dito and then generate na natin. Yan. Wait for it to load. Yan. Nakita, generation complete. So, click mo na yan yung kanina ko dapat gagawin. Yan, kasi dyan pa lang magkakaroon ng main C file yung mismong kukodan mo na. Importante yan kasi yung dyan mo ilalagay yung mismong code. Kung hindi mo ginawa yung generate kanina, hindi lalabas tong main C file na to. Kaya importante, click mo muna yung generate dun sa MCC. So, yan. Copy ko lang to. Ito yung ginawa ko kanina. Pakita ko lang. Pag kinopy ko siya dito, ayan. Oops, kulang ng isang. Yan. Yan. And that's good to go, I guess. So, yan. After that, we click on build. Close ko na to. Yan, kailangan. After we click on build, wait mo lang. And yan, build successful. The next step here is to transfer the hex file into the IC itself using XIPE MPLAB. To do this, we're going to use this PIC-Kit 3 and also the adapter na i-connect mo sa PIC-Kit and sa computer mo, and also that blue device there, yan yung ICD2, pang-connect siya ng PIC-Kit dun sa mismong IC para dun mo siya ilalagay para ma-program mo siya, and yung adapter na para sa from ICD2 and papunta sa PIC-Kit. So, here sa next video, ipapakita ko kung paano mo siya gagamitin.
So, para magamit to, connect mo lang yung wires like this. For this 5 pins, itong isa wala siyang pagkoconnectan. And then, this, you have to take note na this black wire here, which is for the control, yun yung i-connect mo sa, dito sa may arrow sa PIC-Kit, yung black din. So, yan. After that, ready na yung hex file mo for you to transfer here. So, what we need to do, just place this IC here. Dapat yung U side dito sa taas na part. And here, and then lock it. And then we're good to transfer it like that.
After connecting the IC into the ICDC, now let's head back to the IPE app and connect our hex file. So here, we placed the hex file dito sa my PC. Summative final was our project name, so click on that. And this one, default, production, and this hex file. After that, we should click on connect. We'll try to connect it and automatic na magkaka-error dito. So, para matanggal yung error na yan, may error. So, para matanggal yung error na yan, kailangan na um, punta ka dito sa power and make sure na naka-check yan, tsaka naka 3.125 siya. Dapat naka 3.125. So, yan. Try ulit natin i-program. Let's just wait for the application to program it. And there we have it. Programming complete. After this, we're good to go to check the IC. Alisin natin sa ICD2. Tapos, ilalagay natin sa breadboard. So, the next video, I'm going to tell you or teach you the pin configurations and how to connect it properly sa LEDs natin. This is the picket of the microchip PIC16F18875. The green pins are the ones that we enabled earlier, yung in-unlock natin. So there, that's important to take note for the next video where I explain the connection of the pins.
So as you can see, this is the circuit that I made for us to be able to test if the code worked. So these pins here and these here are important. Importante ito na tama yung pagkakalagay kasi ito yung binabasa nung code na kinode nyo binabasa nung IC na kinode nyo sa kanya. So this means that this pin here, RA0, connected siya sa first LED. Itong red na wire na to, this is RA1, connected siya sa second LED. And this wire here, RA2, connected siya sa third LED dito. And this for the fourth wire for the fourth LED is RB3. And then, moving on to yung last set of colors or LEDs, dito siya sa port B. So, ito RA, ito RB. This is RB4. Connected yung violet. As you can see here sa fifth LED. Yung green here sa 6. This is RB5. RB6, RB5 is red, connected sa here sa 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seventh LED. And the last one, this violet here, this is RB7, connected siya dito sa last LED there, all sa positive sides ng LED. And here you can also observe some wires dito sa 11th and 12th pin. This yellow here represents that this is the VDD, which should be connected to the positive side of the breadboard, the positive terminal. And at the same time, yung yellow dito, this is also the VDD, which is at pin number 32. Ayan, ito. Connected din siya sa positive terminal. And yung brown, ayan, natanggal, kabit natin. This VSS is at pin 31 and also this one, pin 12. Both of them, this color brown, are connected sa ground. And this blue wire here, ginround ko lang siya dito for the LEDs kasi kailangan nila ng ground. Ayan. And then, there's one more missing para mapagana yung circuit. Kailangan ng switch kasi nasa code yon. So, here, ito yung pin na ginamit ko for the switch, as you can observe here in the diagram posted. So, for us to connect the switch, uh, connect it here. Wala naman siyang polarity. So, itong red, connect natin siya dito sa pinakadulo. This is the 20th pin. Yun yung nilagay ko sa code. That's RD1. And this one sa negative. Ay, sa ground lang. Ayan. Ayan, may switch ka na. And then, next step is of course to connect the power supply. This red one here sa positive, dapat kapantay siya nito. And then, this one here sa negative, sa ground. Oh yeah, that's it. And then, you're good to go to check the output. So now, if I'm to connect the power supply, there, as you can see, yung pattern na to where two LEDs light up at the same time, ito, and then back, is the condition for when the switch is at 0. And when I change this, ito, gagawin kong 1. Yan. That's the condition naman when the switch is at 1. Diba? Dun sa code na ginawa ko. So, there. So, as you can observe, when the switch is at 1, this is the pattern, just like what I did in the code. And when I change this to 0, the pattern changes. There.
For the conclusion, using the application MPLAB XIDE and MPLAB XIPE, the PIC kit and its accessories, the PIC 16F18875 IC, the LED switch resistors, connecting wires, breadboard, and power supply, the objective of the summative assessment was successfully achieved. Given the results of the activity, it can be concluded that making a flowchart before coding in the MPLAB XIDE is essential, for it will be your guide in coding. It was observed that the codes can be written in a way that suits the programmer and its goal. Given all results and observations, any application using LEDs can be made and coded using the PIC and the application. The else and if statements were very successful in terms of implementing the condition for the digital input and output using the switch. It is essential to carefully select the pins that you are going to use in the circuit and connect these pins in according to the LEDs. Applications that can be used in this program are LED sign direction, car headlights, its signals, and Christmas lights. For the recommendation, before doing the experiment, it is essential to first have a knowledge in the MPLAB applications and the PIC kit pinout, the IC pinout. Before coding, it is suggested to first establish a flowchart on how you want your program to run. This will save you time in coding. Possible errors that you may encounter are encoding in the MPLAB application and transferring the code to the IC itself, or in the using the MPLAB XIPE application. Also, it is possible to encounter error in wiring the circuit itself into the breadboard. It is advised to carefully check all pins are connected properly.